These are the forward thinkers, setting a new bar and reinventing for the new normal.
What makes it possible for a bank to be able to have the confidence to give someone credit?
From banking and fintech.
When we design products, it's very customer focused.
So what fintechs typically do is they give better access and more convenient access to customers to access financial services.
We put the customer as the beginning and the end of our business.
Payments and commerce, transport and logistics, to digital media, health, retail and agriculture. They are changing players of the decade whose innovations are creating a new and lasting template for success and changing the world around us. BD Future Series, brought to you by BusinessDay. Today on BusinessDay Future Series, we are headed to CredPal, the financial technology startup redefining POS financing experience for consumers in Nigeria.
Hello guys, my name is Larry. Welcome to CredPal. Here at CredPal, we are mainstreaming consumer credit by allowing consumers make purchases across our online and offline merchants and pay in monthly installments.
Launched in 2017 by Feyintolu Olaogun and Olorunfemi Jegede, CredPal is making it possible for consumers to access credit at the point of sale in merchant stores and e-commerce platforms, while they pay back in fixed monthly installments with a 3 to 7% interest rate.
CredPal is a new lease on life on the consumer credit ecosystem. And you find that in an ever-changing financial ecosystem, there is such great need to take advantage of best-in-class technology to improve or to develop solutions that can improve the African credit spectrum.
CredPal is mainstreaming consumer credit by allowing consumers buy items across online and offline stores or merchants and pay in fixed monthly installments. Right? At the same time, we're also increasing merchant conversion and sales by allowing them offer their customers point-of-sale financing, which allows them buy more items or buy them as they want to buy and then pay in flexible installments. Unlike other loan providers or credit providers who typically give out cash loans to customers, what we do is that at CredPal, we offer point-of-sale loans to customers, which means that they can access these loans to buy items and pay in flexible installments. So a typical customer might come into the store not expecting to buy or get a loan at the point of sale, but when he sees that he can buy an item and pay in installments, is then motivated to buy, and in some cases they buy higher quality items, which means that the merchants can then make better sales or sell better items to the customer. On the other side too, you see a lot of customers who come to the store and then they buy an item and they see that because they can pay in installments, they can choose to buy maybe 2 items, maybe a fridge, and a cooker, rather than just buy one of these items, right? So we've seen customers use this service, to further improve their lives, while the merchants on the other side to get more sales and make more conversions, better conversions using CredPal.
CredPal describes itself essentially as the first and only digital consumer credit platform. Users can select CredPal as a payment option on the checkout page. Once purchases are approved, CredPal covers the cost on behalf of the user and payback in fixed monthly installments. Since its launch, over 1,000 merchants are already signed up and over 60,000 purchases have been financed. CredPal is working closely with Visa, a card company, to provide credit cards directly to users.
At the moment, we have our checkout plugin, which allow customers to actually literally leverage a platform to make purchases on e-commerce websites and pay in installments. So typically you can check out Slots Online, Point Online, Gardez, and a host of other merchants that have integrated CredPal checkout plugin. Also, we have the kiosk software, whereby customers also can walk into physical stores and leverage CredPal to make purchases and pay in installments. So today we're integrated across our Conga stores. Slot Offline, of course. Also, we're trying to integrate the likes of Cash and Carry, Prince Ebano, and the rest of them. So today, to leverage those channels, customers just have to walk into the store and ask to, make buy on credit with CredPal, and they would be presented software to achieve this. Our biggest offering to financial institutions is the Finance Center. Basically, it's a platform through which banks can access customers who are literally seeking to use credit at point of sale. So they can actually integrate directly to this platform, and they can access thousands of customers shopping, and looking to leverage credit. Well, our biggest value proposition to merchants is basically to drive volume for them. Before now, merchants had to deal with abandoned carts and host of window shoppers. But today, we're literally giving them a lot more conversion. So more window shoppers are converting, more carts are being, checked out, and all of that. So literally, we're making it possible for them to sell to their customers on credit, and and invariably driving volume for them.
I would say so far it's been good. We've had a lot of ups and downs, but I feel we've been able to evolve ever since our inception. We've received a lot of user feedback, and we've been able to iterate accordingly and build a system that could accommodate a lot of fast changes, which I feel is very important for a startup like ours. We do a lot of things to unwind. So we play games, we have chit chats, and a lot of things. We also have rooftop parties at our rooftop once a month, and so during that time we do a lot of things, karaoke, games, and a lot. Sometimes we also go out together. To recharge, we hold a couple of technical sessions within our teams to, on technologies we're learning or the things we're working with, and I feel it's been great so far too. Research, planning, and constant learning. Every day in the technology world, new processes come out, new technologies emerge. To keep up with this thing, to keep up with all of this, one needs to constantly be learning. And not just learning, you need to show up and actually do the work. So the most important thing is to show up, do the work, and take responsibility for a lot of things. That's the way it works in startup. For me, I would say it's the people we build for. There's this excitement that comes when you realize that the work we do here at CredPal enables a lot of Africans and a lot of Nigerians and a lot of Africans have access to the things they want within a few clicks. There's this excitement that comes when you receive customer feedback to tell you how their problems were solved and how they were able to get the things they need. For me, there's no better feeling, and I think that it's really a great pleasure to work at a company like ours.
CredPal's proprietary point-of-sale innovative solution is transforming the lending and retail industry in Nigeria with instant access to credit at the point of sale.
But we think fintechs play a very key role and it's a complementary role to the banks. So what fintechs typically do is they give better access and more convenient access to customers to access financial services, which means that more customers come into the bank space of the entire country, right? And you see that most customers will use multiple services, so they don't just be tied to one single financial services. So I think fintechs enable that wider access to customers in a more convenient way. On the other side too, fintechs also enable faster and more efficient ways of getting customers to use financial services. Like in our case, for instance, we've been able to automate most of the processes that normally would have been manual, right, to enable banks and other institutions offer loans faster to these customers through the point of sale channels. So while we're opening up more channels through our point of sale infrastructure, we are also enabling automation on the back end to allow these loans get processed a whole lot faster and in some cases instantly, right? So fintechs in a way complement what the banks have already built, right? And together I think we can make a much stronger and better ecosystem in the country. The government can support startup innovation in Nigeria significantly by first of all having policies and regulations that favor innovation, entrepreneurship and startups generally. And also on the other side to make the process of getting access to business requirements, for instance a license, register your business and all of that, more transparent and easier. Because if there's a lot of transparency in this process, the innovators or entrepreneurs can know exactly what they need, what they require to kind of like get all this access, to licenses, another regulation type based orders, right? But for me, I think that having these processes a whole lot more transparent and also having policies that favor innovation, and building businesses will go a long way in supporting the startup ecosystem in Nigeria.
There is really no copy and paste solution when it comes to startup culture, but I am a strong believer of having true domain expertise in my field, and I find that when I constantly research, I'm able to keep ahead of the innovation curve and then keep bringing about best practices that can help me in my work. And CredPal's culture is nimble, it's deep, it's fast, it's enthusiastic, and all that put together, and then that has greatly helped in making us who we are as CredPal.
One of the fastest growing fintech startups in Africa, CredPal was awarded as one of the most innovative tech startups in Africa at the Visa Everywhere Initiative for Sub-Saharan Africa 2018. Also a winner of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation backed EFINA grant for Financial Inclusion Drive in Nigeria. CredPal is also an alumnus of the prestigious Y Combinator Accelerator Program in San Francisco of the W2019 batch.
One of the most interesting lessons we've learned as founders is that you don't know everything. You don't have answers to everything. And as founders, we find ourselves crossroad a lot of times. We're being confronted by various situations and we begin to question ourselves, begin to question even our capabilities. But the honest truth is that as founders, you will never have all the answers, and it's okay to grow, right? So my message to founders would be, you have to embrace that fact that growth is actually part of the process. So every time we try to embrace every new situation, try to evolve on ourselves and get better, talk to our advisors, talk to our stakeholders and everyone who is available to help us. But the interesting thing is that you will never have all the answers, and you have to understand that that's okay as a founder.
Yeah, and also to add to that, I think that it's essential that an entrepreneur or a founder really believes in his gut feeling and in what he's doing, because you are the one at the heart of the problem. You are the one trying to solve the problem. You are the one that's seen the problem firsthand. So when you're trying to get advice, from people, you should always know that final decision, that final instinct that needs to get the product delivered has to come from you. Getting technical advice is very fantastic, it's good, at least it helps you fine-tune your process, it helps you present your case in a better way, both to your customers and to your stakeholders. But at the end of the day, you trusting your gut feeling, especially towards solving your problem, is very important for you as a founder.